Hello, Pinnacle Trainers. My name is Amanda Buchanan, and I'm going to share my favorite Web 2.0 tool, which is Nearpod.com. So over here on the left-hand side is a teacher view, and then on the right-hand side would be a student view. So I've selected my presentation that I want to share with my students, and you'll see that there is a code over here on the left that I would put on my smartboard to share with my students. My students would log into Nearpod.com and they'd enter the code. Once students have selected or entered their code, then it will ask them to enter their name, which I typically ask for just their first name, and sometimes you could enter a nickname if you wanted. So you can tell that your students have entered. It'll tell you how many students, and then I'll also give you a list of the names over here under the users. So the nice thing about this website is that students cannot click through the presentation quickly. The teacher is the one who moves on to the next slide. So as I move, the student's screen moves as well. I like to typically start my presentation with an open-ended question. That way I can see what my students know. So, why do living things eat? Students would submit an answer, and over here on the left-hand side, the teacher view, once their answer is submitted, the teacher will see it. One thing that I really enjoy doing is I'll look through my student answers because it'll show every answer, and then I'll look for ones that I really like and I can share them with the students so they can see what I'm looking for. Then I can continue moving on through my presentation. I can add websites for the students to get more information. A tool that I really like is called Drawing. So it says, using the drawing tool, create a food chain that includes you. Remember to start with a producer. So students can just draw using their pen. However, a nice thing is they can add an image using Google Images. So let's say I wanted to add a snake as part of my food chain. Students can select the image, make it bigger, make it smaller, and then send it to the teacher. All student responses will be over here on the left for the teacher view. Again, this is something the teacher can share with the students. Then lastly, I like to end with a quiz, so my students, so I can see what my students have learned. So students select their answer, and the nice thing is I can see their answer choices. I can see what they've gotten correct, what they've gotten wrong, so I know if they've learned anything. So that's Nearpod.com. I hope you enjoyed. I really do enjoy this for informal assessments, and it also keeps my students engaged throughout the lesson.